everyone. Welcome to the Sports Wave Network and Sports Corner with the Conn Man. Tonight I have a very special guest. He goes by the name of Tyree Robinson. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on, man? How you doing, Michael?
Hey, I'm hanging in there, my brother. Uh, Tyree, first of all, folks, I've been trying to get Tyree on my show for a minute, but due to circumstances, scheduling, things of that nature, we weren't able to really pull it off. But he's here with us today, and I'm thankful for him to come on my show. Now, Tyree, what I usually like to do is I like to have people come on and talk about their journey and their grind. Can you let the folks know a little bit about your journey and your grind?
Well, I'll say everybody's journey is gonna be different, but mine's wasn't easy, and my journey was just a hard trial. But I learned how to fight through, persevere through things. But I'll say when it started for me, my journey started when I was like around like seventh grade. I was playing in fifth grade. I was alright. I was average. But once I got around like sixth grade year, I really started to like understand, like pick up basketball the way I wanted to. Like started to learn how to dunk, like around like age 11, 12, and I'm like, oh, like
Oh,
only in the
say it again.
yeah, around like 11, 12, I was like in sixth grade. I learned how to. I started dunking. It was. I was already like 5'11" in fifth grade, and I was like, when I got to sixth grade, I was already 6 feet. And yeah, but then I got lucky. Luckily, I had like my mentor, my coach, Vinny Godwin, like a really outstanding, amazing guy. He helped
Yes.
me really. He molded me to be like the basketball player I am today. He was the blueprint to help me out. In all reality, I couldn't. If people would have seen me then, like when he first met me, it was just crazy. Walking in a gym with boots, 10 boots, jean shorts, and a Kevin Garnett jersey, thinking it's street ball. Like it was crazy.
Right.
But and yeah, he told me he helped me hone my skills. Told me like showed me how to be on and off the court, how to be responsible, how to take care of business, and always like telling me just always work hard because somebody else in the world is working harder than you. You just don't see them right now. And I'm like, that's that's food for thought right there. And I was like, I gotta take that. And I got to once I got to out of middle school, went to prep school, my high school. I went to Putnam Science Academy. Went there, got kicked out. Went to Notre Dame
Wow.
Prep. Went there, got kicked out. Like, and I went to Durfee, and so Durfee is public school. Putnam Science Academy and Notre Dame Prep is prep school of some people that don't know that. But went to Durfee and put on over there for Durfee. Did my part, did my job. Wish we won the championship. Really do. That's one thing that would haunt me. Then I went to Odessa. Had a
Hold up, hold up. Tyree, we gotta go back a little bit. We gotta go
hit me.
back a little bit. When you played at Durfee, you averaged 25 points. I had all the stats, but my computer messed up, so we're here on my cell phone right now, trying to get that situated. But I did a little research on you, and your numbers were fantastic. Matter of fact, folks, Tyree made the I think it was the Herald or the Globe Dream Team, and he's the first player in since Chris Herron to be on the Dream Team from a Durfee High School. Am I correct?
Yeah, you're correct on that. It was crazy then. Like it was different times then. It was just real different times then. Being young, that's what it was. Being young, being young to
Young
play.
and
Say it again.
I said young and gifted.
Yeah, by the Lord, he prayed. He gave me the gift.
All right, so Tyree, okay, you finished your high school career. What transpired after that?
I went to Odessa College, which is Odessa Junior College. It was a JUCO. It was all the way out in Texas. If people know Friday Night Lights movie, you know where Odessa's at. That's where I played at. And
Wow, wow.
yeah, it was a big transition because one, all my other prep schools was like when I was in high school it was only like 2 hours, 3 hours away, so it's not that big of a deal. But to be on a different time zone, all the way in Texas, and we was close to like New Mexico. It was just a far, but it was like a big transition that I had to get adjusted to, and I tell this to myself, like I'm just grateful that I stood there, like I stood through it, went through all the stuff, like being a rookie, being a freshman. It was just like something I had to go through, and I really appreciate those guys. The guys that was older than me, like helping me through that when I was there. And then after I went to Odessa for 2 years, transferred to Youngstown State. Had a had a okay year, had an average year. Not the year I wanted, but I had a solid year. Still there. Then I transferred out, and I was transferred to Texas A&M Commerce, and their D1. It was a D1, but at the time it was a D2,
Okay.
and it was it was a good. Like I finished out the season. I didn't finish the season out the way I wanted my senior year, the way I wanted to. But after that year, it was just I had to take a year out. Took a year off of basketball, and then I got back into it. Started all back up from scratch. Went played in for the ABA. Played for Providence Pirates. Believe it or not.
I didn't even
Then
know that.
yeah, like it was a time. Played for them. Then I left. After that year, I played with them. The next year, I got a contract. Well, I got a contract, but I'm gonna say this: shout out to Jordan Rezendes because he put me on in a situation that helped me get to help me jumpstart my career, and that's one thing I won't ever forget. He threw the lob to me and with the situation, and he helped me out. But after that, it was just business. Every time I went over the waters, it was just business. Every time I step over the waters, it's always going to be business.
All right, now you talk about going over the water. You know, again, I looked extensively at y'all going over the water career. I mean, let the viewers know if you can remember from the beginning when you went overseas. What was it like? Did you have an agent? And what was the experience of like going overseas?
So I tell everybody because everybody thinks for some reason like people think they can play overseas. And I'm not here to kill nobody's dreams of confidence, but I tell people if you're not mentally prepared to go through things, you physically won't get through it. And me by saying that is like my rookie year, me and my agent talked because Jordan got me in contact with the agent. He said, "Hey, if you want to take the next step and you want to go play overseas, I got an agent. He's willing to talk." And I was like, "Yeah, he'd love to talk to him." We talked, got a contract, and me and him talked, and he said he told me he's like, "Listen, like this is business at the end of the day, and you gotta work. There's no way in between. You need to work." And I'm like, "Yeah, I can do that." I'm like, he said, "Yeah, you don't got a lot of highlights." I'm like, "Listen," he's like, "You don't got a lot of highlights from overseas." I'm like, "Listen, I haven't played overseas, but one thing I do know is I'm a grown man, and one thing grown men don't do is we don't play around with the food on our table. We gotta clean that
True.
plate." And
Absolutely.
he's like, "Oh." I like that. I'm like, yeah. I was like, yeah. Like I stand on business. I understand what you're telling me. You don't gotta explain anymore. Just let me go out there, point me in the right direction, and let me go after whoever's in front of me. And I told her, he's like, and we was talking. He's like, all right. He said, the team that's gonna pick you, you're gonna go seventh or ninth in the draft. I'm like, all right,
Hmm.
cool. I'm cool with that. Whenever I got hit the ninth pick, I was cool with it. Went over there, and when I went over there, it was around COVID time. It was COVID around ending. COVID was ending. So COVID ending, we got over there, I had to go in the bubble. Like we played in the bubble. Like for my
Oh,
season,
good.
my first year, we played in the bubble, and it was like legit. Like you couldn't go out your rooms. Like when I got first to Indonesia, they was like, "All right, we gotta bring you to this hotel so you can quarantine." And I'm like,
Hold on, so the first team
okay,
you went to was in Indonesia?
yeah. So right when I get out there, me and my teammate, we had to go to different rooms, but we had a quarantine, and
Wow.
we had a quarantine for 7 days, I think. So for those 7 days, we had a they gave us everything. They gave us everything. They gave us a treadmill in there. They gave us weights. So I was just working out. I would work out. They gave us meals, but it really like it was weird. It was just like it was weird. But like I said, if you're not mentally prepared to go through different transitions, you're not gonna be able to deal with it like physically. So you know me, I miss home. I'm running at 4 in the morning on a treadmill while it's like 4 p.m. over here back in the States, and I'm just talking to the family. Oh yeah, like I'm bored right now. I'm just doing this so I can get this out the way. Like I need to do something.
Right, right.
So like it's just different. And like I said, after I got out the bubble, met the team, only had literally I want to say probably like a day with them to practice, and then the next day I had to go play.
Dang.
Right, yeah, because like the quarantine time took up so much time that the season started on the 15th. We got out there on the I got out there on the 7th. So yeah, like the 14th I got out of quarantine, and the next day I had to play. It,
Now, was
and
there a language barrier?
yeah, absolutely. And it's just like speaking Mandarin is not it's not easy. Like and I love the guys that I met that year, my rookie year. My guys, Hanky from over there, like love that kid. Like love a lot of my guys over there, my rookie year, because some of them like it made it like comforting. Especially my other import, Josh. Me and him was like two peas in a pod, like two peas in a
Uh-huh.
pod, and it was just a great feeling. Like me and him talking about life, having like basketball, just talking about anime. It was good. Like it was real good. But my first year, like when I was playing, like my first game, I was like, it was weird. Like the weirdest thing happened to me in that first game. I'll never forget it. Like had a great game. I think I had 18 and 9. But before the game, I threw up because I just felt like I don't know, like everything. I had a lot of emotions flooding through my body. I'm like, I
Yeah.
don't know, this ain't ever happened to me before. So once I threw up, I'm like, I think I'm good. I think I'm good to go. I'm like, when I performed like that, I was like, oh, like, I said, I think I said I think I'm comfortable with myself right now. I'm comfortable right where I belong at right now. And like when it's like it was a weird. I can't explain it. It was just like I go out there, play against this first team, we lose, but like I have that, I dominate it. The next game comes by, just completely, utterly dominate the two imports. Like I had a triple double with them. I had 20, 12, and 10 on block shots, and it was like to the point like, it was crazy. Like we lost by 6 points that game, And I'll never forget because one of the players, my agent was working with him, and next thing I know, like after that game, the next couple games go by, we see I watch our team play, and I'm going to go like say what up to the guys, and I'm like, where's your imports? They was like, they left. I was like, why? They was like, because of what you did. I'm like, what you mean what I did? He's like,
Oh,
you you monster. I was like, I just took it as a joke. I laughed it off.
right.
Called my agent. Called my agent. I'm like, hey, like, they just got rid of some guys on the other team. He's like, yeah. He said, I know. It was one of my other guys. I was like, I said, oh shit, for real? He's like, yeah. I'm like, I said, why did they get rid of him? He said, what you did. You had that triple double on him. He said the thing was, he said the only thing is you didn't win. He said, but the owners on the other team didn't accept that. They didn't like that. He said, there ain't no way they both combined for 14 and you had 20, 12, and 10 on them. That just doesn't make sense.
Right.
And they was like, they wanted them gone and they got new players. I'm like, dang.
Damn.
I was like, it's real cutthroat business, isn't it? He said, yeah, it's business. I said, listen, it's yeah, we know. Yeah, I know you love basketball, but remember, always, this is business. Once you step over, it's a business. If you love the game, but it's a business before the love. Because at the end of the day, it pays your bills. And I was like, yeah, you ain't lying on that. It does pay the bills, and I will not get my bills to be messed with. I promise you that.
Now let me ask you a question, Terry, for the viewers. I already know, but for the viewers, you know, when you went to Indonesia, did you feel any like jealousy from the players who were already there and you being, I
The,
guess, an import?
the
How
locals,
did that go?
nah, the locals. I'm gonna say
Yeah,
this. There's sometimes some locals will try to be rebellious, but at the end of the day, when the proof's in the pudding and your actions will speak louder than your words, they just start falling in line. Like some guys wanted to go against the grain against me. I told them like, you going going against the grain against me won't work. It's not gonna work because one, you haven't played high level basketball, and you playing over. This is your rookie year, just like me. But between me and you, we talking about collegiate. If we talking about collegiate level and all that, I have a way better career. Like I have a way better resume than you. And it's not. I'm not trying to throw the resume in there, but I know a lot more than what you're gonna know. So what you telling me half the time, I already know and I've been through it. I'm willing to listen to you and get like to hear your feedback, but if I'm telling you don't go against three guys and you're 5'9" and everybody else is 6'5" and up, and you're trying to go against it and try and do a circus layup, how does that make you look on the court? You're
right,
not
right.
Kyrie. And then I told him, I was like, if we really want to break it down, I said, let's go bring the coach into this. Let's talk about it. Let's watch film on it. We watch film, pointing out, say, hey, look at that move right here. Look at this move. So, do you think now outside your body? Now you're looking at it now. Is that a smart move? Is that a smart move decision? So like he didn't want to accept the fact that like what you did was crazy. You missed the shot and you turned the ball over. You
Right.
don't want you
Hmm.
gotta take accountability for your actions. Just like I told him, I said with me. And I showed him another clip. Let's look at me. I got tied right here. My guy went behind and caught a dunk. I'm not gonna point out everyone's not pointing out mine. Like where I'm a man, like I'm gonna count my flaws too. And I said, you can do the same. When I'm doing wrong, you can address it. We got to be a team. I was like, at the end of the
Hmm.
day, I know what I'm talking about. And the thing you're talking about is just trying to fight back with what I'm saying. But he fell in line. Then it got to the point where it's just like, all right, now you like just don't go against the grain. Let's try to get better now. Let's try to win these games. But the
Yeah.
first year was hard though. Like I said, it wasn't just like a over one day thing. Like it was just it took a couple games for them like a couple guys to understand and like some guys didn't like the fact that I kept like most of the plays was going towards me and for me
Right.
and I told
Hmm.
myself listen like if I get three guys to come to me, and that means two guys is open. All you have to do is cut. All you gotta do is somebody got cut, somebody gotta go to a wing or go to a corner. You gotta do a
Right.
transaction.
Throw it on the
Somebody's
spot.
open, and like it was just like some guys just didn't really get it. Like I said, like it was probably because of English barrier, but in times I know it wasn't because like the coach because the coach spoke English fluently, and he was telling them too, like in Mandarin, like, what are you doing, like? But they didn't have. Some guys just didn't have the common sense, or like some guys like I told this, and this is nothing with a lot of overseas guys. Well, not a lot, but some. Some people will just want to have it just for the name. Oh, I play over here, I play overseas. Let me take pictures of my jersey, just let you know I'm elite.
Yep.
That shit be bullshit. That shit be
Yeah.
bullshit. I'm sorry for swearing on this, Mario, but I
Hey,
gotta call
great
it.
thing, bro.
People be bullshit like that. I met a lot of people like, oh, I watch you on the court. You average 6 on the court. Don't talk to me. Like, no offense. You're American and you're averaging local numbers. That don't make sense in this world.
Right.
But I'm like, you willing to post? You'll get like, you get 500 likes. You feel good. Show the people that the 500 likes. Show them that your shot count. It's like three for 14, 3 for 20. Like you taking that one pose, you think you looking good in that shot. Boy, crazy. People are crazy. And
Now, before we go further, when you went over, well, first of all, how was the cuisine? How was the food out there?
dangerous, delicious.
Really?
Dangerous and delicious at the same damn time.
That's what I'm.
Like that food. I tell this people wouldn't believe me unless you see me that year. Only a few select people know this. My wife, my family, and my teammate Josh, and because you all laughed about it. When I came back home, when I was up there, I left to go to Indonesia at 225 on a dot, 225 straight muscle, whatever. We're in the season. We had what was it? Three teams got hit with COVID, and I think 5 refs got hit with COVID. So they shut down the season for like a month. They shut it down. So we're out
Damn.
there. Yeah, so the only thing we're doing is working out. And like remind you, we can't go out anywhere. Like we're not like we was barely going out anywhere. So all we had to do was play video games online, eat, work out, do basketball. That was it. I just kept eating. And my meals, it was just started getting like crazier and crazier. Like it got to the point where it was like my breakfast. Now I'll never forget this because I don't know if you guys don't know. For those who know Curtis Cobb, that's like my brother. That's like a brother to me. He's actually I call him my brother. He seen me when I came home, and he like when I got, he said, "Yo, like, really?" He said, "Bro, you getting big. Your face is getting huge." And my mom kept saying the same thing too. Like, I'm like, nah, but like I'm not noticing really because at the same time, like I'm playing basketball, I'm doing this, I'm eating, like I'm just thinking like I'm good. It got to the point where I started feeling it really on the court, and I got to like I jumped on the scale one day just out the random just to check something. When it said like I was at 250, I was so
Mm.
shocked. I was shocked because of how I was eating. And what I was eating, my breakfast meal was 8 French toast, 3 bacon, egg, and cheese sandwiches with a big bottle of water, like a 2-liter bottle of water. Literally, I swear, I cannot make this up. I have videos in my. I think I have a video on my phone. I had, like it was that crazy. And that was just my breakfast meal. That's just a breakfast. My lunch would be three grilled chicken sandwiches with cheese
What?
on it. Yeah, it was a crazy show with a burger on the side with some fries
Get
with
out of
a
here.
with a water right hand of God. I swear, right hand of God. And my lunch would be like me. My like what I got for lunch one night. I got like a box of pizza. Like normally, I'll get like 4 chicken breasts or 2 chicken breasts. But one night I had like a box of pizza. I had a side of it. I had the size. I had a side of what was it? It was like fried rice and eggs. It was I was just on it. It got to the point like some of my jerseys, like you can look in some of my pictures on Instagram, like my clothes, like my jerseys was tight, like super tight. Like it was tight enough so like if I were to make the wrong move, I'd probably rip all of it off. It was bad. So when I came home from after that season, I touched the scale again, and when it said like I was like 298, I was like, this is no way. I said, this can't be real. Even my wife looked at me like 298. I was 298, and it was the craziest thing ever. Like I have pictures on my phone. You can see how big I was. Next thing I know, I went on a whole diet for like a full year. Went on a complete diet, fasting diet, like minimizing my meals, like really like particularly cutting it down. I had to lose all. It took me a while to lose that. Like, it took me forever. Like, and that's why I told myself after that, I was like, I ain't ever gonna eat like that again. I'm not gonna ever go eat crazy again because that food was so good, and it made you want to binge eat. That's how good it was. Like I was
Wow.
eating sometimes just to eat, just because it was that good.
You know, people might think Indonesia, the food around them areas, the food probably ain't that good, but
No,
apparently,
listen, don't you listen until you step out the water and you go step into that country. Call me and give me your feedback on the food. Because until then, you can't tell me nothing. Because I've been out there
right?
for 2 years, and I might be going back later on this next year. So I know that food out there is dangerous. Their wine, amazing, but yeah, it was different. It was like my experience of being a pro has been a long journey. Like I can sit here and talk for hours. Like where I played at, what I went through. Like there's a lot of places that it was good and bad. Like the second place I went to was Nicaragua.
Nicaragua, okay.
I hated it fully, utterly
Hold on,
hated
but
it.
let's back up, Terry. So you were in Indonesia. What made you decide to go to another team, or did you get traded, or how did
No,
that
it
come
was
about?
the season ended because the season just ended. I was out there for like the season was from January to like May. So once the season's it ends. Like it is my contract was just that year. Because like
Okay,
over there, you couldn't sign like a multi-year contract. You just signed a year, and then you'll see if you make a great connection with the owners and the bosses, you can they'll most likely sign you back. But yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
so you went from Indonesia to
So after my season in Indonesia,
yeah.
I so after Indonesia I left. I took some time off. I waited to go back to that league later on, but they didn't want me. They didn't want me, so I'm like, okay. I went to go play in the TBL. I only played like 2 games. Like 2 games, I had first game I had 21. Second game I had 17. Didn't like it. I didn't feel it. I didn't like how the competition was. It just wasn't it. Then I went back overseas. Well, I didn't go just directly back overseas. I went to go try out for Team USA in Miami. I did a little practice. Yeah, the 3-on-3. It was a 3-on-3 thing. It wasn't. It was just something small. Did that, and then I went back over to China. I went to China. Went to Nicaragua, and I hated Nicaragua because they had me on a concrete basketball court. Couldn't do it. Like I
Oh,
lost. Yeah, like I asked them. I was like, "Is this the practice court or?" And they was like, no, this is the game court. I'm like, huh? I'm like, where's the weight room at? They're like, behind the bleachers. I'm like, what do you mean behind the bleachers? I looked on, he had a few dumbbells. I'm like, yeah. I said, I told the other American, I said, hey, bro, I can't do this here, bro. I have to leave. I only stood there for like 4 or 5 days. I was like, I can't play on this court. Can't play on it. Like, I'm not taking that risk. So what we did was I left. And once I got back home, I was about to say, all right, I'm about to just like relax a little bit until I find something else. Literally, like 2 days after I said that, I get a call, yo, you said you want to go play in China? You want? I'm like, sure. I'll go play. Do you want to go? It's like it's called Wild Ball. I'm like, Wild Ball. What the hell is that? Like, I ain't ever heard that. There was like, it's it's like money tournaments. I was like, okay, cool. I was like, sure, I'll try it. I'll try it out. It's like, would you play in a TAT too? I'm like, y'all asking me if I know these damn names. Like, I don't know shit. Like, I'm just getting out there. Like, damn. And like, can you fucking tell me what TAT means? Shit. Then they told me, oh, it's like the Asian tournament. I'm like, oh, then just say that. Just say
Right,
that.
right.
Like, the fuck? You ask me something I don't know, and you ask me a question. Like, so, yeah, I'll go. Sign me up. Go out there. So, I'm thinking I'm going to go to Wild Ball first. Nope. I go right to Macau, China, go play the TAT. So, luckily, I played for this team called the Black Bears. And they're a good team. Like, they play in the Eastern Super Asia League right now. So, I played for them. Played in like 2 games. And then I think the last game for the championship game, I'll never forget this, like, because I scored 23 points in 12 minutes. And then the other
Shit.
dude on the team kicked me in my Achilles. And when he kicked me in my Achilles, I couldn't even go no more. I was done. I was
Oh,
done. So I left, took some time in China to just relax, then went to go play with Wild Ball. And Wild Ball just felt, the atmosphere of the Wild Ball was just so crazy where China, like the mainland China, is just like spectacular. Like even Macau had one of the most amazing casinos, mall slash movie theater place. It was just it was different. Like the mainland, I really enjoyed it too. Like the people were kind, way too friendly. Some of them really don't got manners, but they're very kind though, and they don't mean nothing. They don't mean no ill intent. They all mean from good hearts. But it was just a different thing. Like being black and knowing like I had people like take fake record. They try to look a picture. I try to take a picture. I'm like, if you want to take a picture, just come over here and take a picture. Like
right.
I get it. I get it. I understand. You ain't seen chocolate before like this face to face like this. Probably you don't ever catch it. You don't ever catch it that often. And they're like, oh, can I feel your hair? Like they wanted to touch my hair. I'm like, go ahead. I'll let you do it. I don't let people touch my hair, but go ahead. Cause I know you guys never seen it before, and it was an old lady too, so I couldn't say no. I'm like, I'll be an asshole if I did that to the old lady. I said, go ahead.
Right.
I said, come on, touch it. So and she's like, oh, so nice, so nice. But they was mad. It was very
Now Marbury was out there. He was out there at that time, right?
who?
Stephon Marbury.
Nah, he still be out there. He has a team out there. He's coaching in the NBL or the CBA. He
Okay.
coaches in like Beijing. Yeah, like it was crazy. Like and then like played in wild ball, and then like this team in Hong like so the owner of Macau asked me. He said, "We did the tournament, played in the wild ball." He said, "Do you want to play for this league in Hong Kong?" I'm like, "Sure." Like I never been to Hong Kong, but I know I've seen it on movies. I know that's something I probably want to do. And I'm like, he said, it's gonna be cool. He said, because you're in Shenzhen right now, so he said mainland China isn't as fun as Hong Kong. He said Hong Kong you really gonna enjoy. That's your type of speed. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna take you into consideration. I said, no, I'm gonna do it. I go there. Hong Kong just hits me different. I'm like, yeah, this is like my kind of stomping ground. Like, when I thought Hong Kong, like from what we all see on movies, like it's just like a bunch of like Chinese people. No, it's a lot of everybody else. There's Nigerians. There's people from like Africa. There's people from India. Like there's people from Arab. Is they got all all flavors in one city. All flavors in one city. Like no matter, doesn't matter. Like and like I was like, damn, like this is different. Like and the way they live, like I'm looking at them like, damn, like it's just different. Like I gotta take trains. They got more trains in New York City. Like I'm like shit. Like I got confused one day. I got lost in the train station. I'm like, yo, I had to call my teammate. I'm like, hey, I don't even know where I'm at. I need you to come get me. I am confused. I can't. I don't even know what to do. He's like, where you at? I'm like, bro, I just told you. I can't tell you what station I'm at. I don't even know the station I'm at. But yeah, it got to a point where I started to learn. Once I learned where I got to go, I was like, oh, okay. And then I really started to figure out everything, and I started like sightseeing Hong Kong. It was good. It was a good difference. Like met a lot of people, seen a lot of things. Like it was awesome. It was a real awesome experience. Like being in Hong Kong, and then it was just a lot. That later that season, I get another call again from the same owner that picked me on to the Hong Kong. He said, "Hey, I need you for the TAT tournament once again." I'm like, "You sure?" He's like, "Yeah." He said, "We got Nick Young playing. He's gonna be on the
Oh,
team." I'm like, "I was like, that's what I said. I said Nick Young for real." I'm like, "The Nick Young?" He's like, "Yeah." He's like, "All right." I said, "All right, cool. What's it gonna be like?" I said, "So what's going on with the jersey numbers? I got to change my jersey numbers. I had number 0.
right.
He like 0 too. It's like,
Uh-huh.
man, that's the thing. It's like you're gonna have to give up that 0. I'm like, damn. I said, you know what? All right, yo, just give me 13 then. I'll take 13. I'll go back to my old Durfee numbers and I'll take 13. So I
Uh-huh.
did. Took 13. Like we played. He still had the like he was old like this is when he was out. He was just doing a tour across Asia, and he just happened to get on our team. But it was the point like we hung outside after. Boy, that man funny. He's funny. He is too funny. Like I met a lot of people like through my careers, and one, I just it's just a lot. I can sit on like I said, I can sit on this phone and talk a lot if I really. But yeah, I learned it was a good experience. And like this is all in my second year that I'm doing all this stuff, and then like the year after, I went back to Indonesia again, dominated, played in, went back. Then it was a real. I'm blessed. All I can say, like, sitting back now, really sitting there after like think about it. Like I'm really blessed. I'm grateful I went through the journey and the tough hardships I had to go through to see the brighter picture of everything. And it was fun. It is fun. Like I'm about to be going back out to China. Well, I'm only gonna go out there just to go visit my friend real quick, and then after that, I gotta go fly down to Mexico to go play in this league, in the Mexican league.
Now, Tyree, before we go any further, I mean, you've been hitting us with some names. Indonesia, China, Mexico. Let the viewers know but you kind of stated at the beginning, you got to have the mindset to be able to go through all these different countries and play ball and still have confidence and dealing with you know, all the issues that come with playing overseas with the voice, the language barriers, and I
Uh,
mean, let the viewers. That's why I wanted you on, is because who can explain it better than you?
Yeah, I'll say it's a lot. It's challenging, and like I say, I tell people like I see like I'm gonna tell people a perfect example. Like when I played in, I just got out of the top league in Mexico this past summer. I just left September. I had to play on the team with 8 Americans, and half of them played in the G. Some of them played in the G League. But the thing was though, some of the guys that played in the G League wasn't producing. They couldn't produce. Like,
Mm,
and the coaches played them. And I tell people like, coaches played them before they played me. I'll tell y'all right now. Like, I used to come off. I was coming off 8 off the bench. But this is the plot twist though. 8 off the bench, but averaging 13 something out of 8 Americans. You gotta do the math on that. 13 points, 40 from three. I was going like, and I tell people like, most of the G League guys, some of them aren't cracked out to what they sound like just because they. But the thing is, they got the label. The label can
right,
get them
right,
anywhere. It'll get them anywhere because it's a label. But I tell them like some of these guys are not really about that. Some of these guys like I had to like fight and claw like some. They was just giving them time. Like I had to fight for time. I had to like work hard. I had to do the plays, do extra plays, just do the extra stuff off the strength because I know like, well, shit, they're not recognizing right now. Like, but I just gotta wait my turn. And that's the thing. I had to learn. I have to wait my turn in situations because there's guys that come in. I played with Damian Stone, Chris Jones, a lot of these, Miles Burns, Jabari Narcus, Brent, KJ, BA. Like a lot of these guys have like resume and names to their name,
right.
but they even knew like the thing is they understood like, oh shit, like, we just wait your turn. And I told him like, I'm gonna wait. Like when all I gotta do is just it sucks. Gotta be patient. But when your jersey is called, you gotta produce. No matter what anything else happened before that, it's what you the senior control after that. Is how you
Now,
handle this.
Tyree, I hear you. Now, Tyree, you know I know, but for the viewers who will be tuning in and my show's seen all over, as you know, I know because y'all really kind of a shy person that I know of. Anyway, at your best, let the viewers know what type of game you had or have.
Listen, when I'm in the IBL, when I play in different other leagues, I adjust. I gotta whatever the coaches ask them, you gotta adjust to it. There's coaches gonna want you to score the ball. You gotta score the ball. Coaches gonna want you to be a defender, be that defender. And I tell people like when I'm in like when there's a situation where the coaches tell me, hey, Tyree, I need you to go put the ball in the hole. I'm gonna give you 25 a night plus. I'm not. I don't care what anybody else tell me. You can't stop me when I decide to get 25. You're not gonna be able to. Like I tell people I work hours and I put hours and hours in my craft. I don't care yeah they're gonna people gonna say, oh well, you won't do that against an NBA player. Or listen, like I can care. When we get on that court and we both tie our shoelaces, we're gonna see. I ain't gonna. I'm trying to go tick for tack. Just because he has a name to himself, I shouldn't. Should I care? Hell no,
Right?
motherfucker. We bleed the same way. If we both cut our arm, we bleed the same damn way.
That's
And
true.
nothing to be scared. We lacing the fuck up and we getting to the checkup. Checkup and what we doing? What we talking about? Like, and I tell people when I want there's gonna be a time and place. Coaches need you to do a role. My role on the team was I literally tell people my coach knew this. Go on the court, go get a bucket, and go defend the best player. Every time the ball touches your hand, go get a bucket. Simple as that. Go get a bucket. Don't care, go get the bucket. If you see a good shot, take it. You see a greater shot, give it up. And that's the basic things ever. And when my coach let me utilize that, he understood that, and then he understood. Oh, damn, I can play him out. I can go let him go out, go guard 1 through 5. I can go play because I'm strong. I'm big enough. I can move quick enough. I tell people like it ain't easy to do that. Not a lot of people can do that. I tell
Absolutely
you,
not.
I tell you, I'm not a big guy. I'm not 6'8". I tell you, like I'm legit 6'4", probably like a little bit going over, trying to get it up to like 6'5" now, like get. But I'm legit 6'4". I tell people, but it's not about the height. It's about the heart of the player.
And one thing, Tyler, you did not mention, but I am, you know, especially around here where you play ball and everything, you had, I'm going to let the viewers know. I think the viewers may remember the M1 tour when they had helicopter and
Yeah.
spider. That leaping ability, that is what I saw in you.
Oh yeah, in high school, yeah, there ain't nobody could jump. I decided to, yeah, it was up. It was up. Cause you remember that day you asked us to asked me, Bobby, and Avery to come down there to that
I'm
building.
gonna talk about that. I'm gonna talk about that, but
Oh,
we're gonna wait for that.
all right, just making sure. But yeah, high school me, oh, it's nothing
I
like.
mean, you have leaping ability that I ain't seen that around here for sure.
Yeah, and like that's one thing. Like I say, that's one thing I'm glad. Like and it comes back to it. I thank Coach Vinny again because I wouldn't have been the guy I was for my city. Well, I'm not gonna even say my city. I don't even claim that city. I did for Fall River. It's the fact is that I'm grateful that they let me do what I had to do, and I showed that city. I had to give that city life back again. Because if like people were telling me, oh, the city's dead, they need
Right.
something electrifying, like something that's gonna bring back, give something spark to the city. I'm like, you know what? Let me. I can do that. I can dunk on people all the time. I can score the ball. That's what they're gonna do. But like I said, I'm grateful for Coach Vinny because he didn't let me get to that point. Because he told me I could. He said, I know for a fact they're gonna use you and not gonna help you out for your future. I can't let you
Right.
go there. And I understood that now. Like growing up, I'm like, what the hell? I don't understand. I fully don't get what that means. Like somebody used me. I don't know when somebody used me, but I didn't get the playing field that he was talking about. Like, and they're gonna use you for the basketball season, and when after that, they're gonna get rid of you. I didn't think about it like that. And I'm
Folks, you
like,
know, what Tyree's talking about, Coach Vinny G. Uh, I've known him for damn near over close to 40 years. He works in the court system and for so many years, and he's helped out so many people as a coach, as a mentor, and he's just a great person. So I know who you're talking about.
yeah, he told me, you ain't going over there. Hell no. He said, I'm gonna get you. We're gonna get you. We're gonna find you somewhere. Don't worry. We're gonna get you somewhere, and it won't be there. Try to go to, and I never get that. He really said when he spoke it into existence, he got it done. He really got it done, and that's one thing I have to say. He got the job done.
There you
Only thing
go.
was
There you
I
go.
just couldn't do my part. That was the only thing is I couldn't do my part. I
Do you
kept
still keep in touch with him?
oh yeah. When I was back home for Thanksgiving, I had to go stop by and go see him. Told him I had to come by. So it was it was good seeing him. I told him I always forever love him. Like that's who I seen as my father. Like that was my dad. Like he wasn't blood by already. He had his own kids, but like he knew and I knew. Like he treated me like a son, and like that was like my dad. Like that was the only man that could ever make me cry through anything. Like you can yell at me anything, I would just stare you in your face and laugh. But him, he made me cry for some damn reason every time. Like it was just it was different like influence when he'll say something like, because you can hear it in the tone. Like he didn't have to yell, he would just tell you, I'm just simple as common voices like I have.
And you know what? He could play some ball too. He was no joke. He
He
was
was
no
from
joke. Let me tell
DC.
you.
He was from the DC area.
I know.
And
He had that pull up. He had that
yeah,
pull up. He
he
pulled
was
up
a
on
dog. he was a dog on the court. Could dunk at 5'9" and everything. A
Yeah, he
dog.
be that pull up. I know.
Yeah. But like even
So,
like that, like
oh,
he
yeah,
was
well,
he
I'm
was
glad.
good.
Yeah, he's a great person, man. I haven't seen him in a few years, but whenever we see each other, we always give that, and we always had that mutual respect because I used to referee when he played, so you know what I
Mm,
mean. So
yeah.
I got we had that mutual respect. But before we end this outstanding show, by the way, thanks to you, I gotta let the viewers know this. I worked in the prison system for 30 years. And for 25 of those, almost, yeah, for 25 years, I would bring outside teams to play against the inmates. I got a lot of heat for it, but I didn't give a damn because, you know, that's the way I was. But anyway, so I hit up a couple of my boys from Fall River, and they mentioned you. And I said, okay, all right, no problem. Anyway, uh, the contingent from Fall River. I think it was only four, and then we had Aaron Struthers from Wareham, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And Jordan was supposed to play that day also, but his brother was feeling ill at the
Yeah.
time, and he apologized for not coming. But anyway, so they come in my prison, and it's an experience. Anyway, so the place is packed, and we got the music, we got everything. It's like being at Derby Park, Money Park, it was off the hook. Folks, it was crazy. So anyway, I got the Fall River contingent plus Wareham going against the inmates. And I let them know, look, this is my last time, because I'm retiring. This is my last time having anyone come into prison and play. I said, y'all put on the show. Anyway, my man Tyree proceeded to put on one of the most unbelievable performances out of my 25 years of bringing, and I've done brought everybody. I brought NBA ball players. I brought the best of the whole UMass Dartmouth team. I done brought everybody through there. And Tabby definitely put on the best performance I've seen in all my years of bringing. And I brought everybody there, and that was a great performance. So anyway, Tyree's doing dunks every which way possible. Matter of fact, one of my rec officers that work under me, he had a camera. I don't know how he got it or where he got it, but Tyree did one of his crazy dunks where it is ridiculous, and he took a picture, and he wasn't supposed to do that, but Tyree put on the show. Okay, so now the third shift's coming in, and there's a lieutenant, and he said, Mike, they're all looking in awe because Tyree and everybody's putting on the show. And then he said, Mike, can that guy dunk over a couple of players? I said, no problem. I said, Ty, we got the tallest inmates standing up underneath the basket, and Ty jumped over him like it was nothing, like it was jumping over a telephone book. Anyway, you put on one of the best shows ever at my place of business, would happen to be Department of Corrections. So I want to thank you and your guy Bobby Bailey, all them guys that came out. What a show! I mean, it was phenomenal. And and folks, you gotta understand. I made it like a park atmosphere. I think Tyree will tell you. I'm on the mic talking smack like you. But anyway, we had a great time. We
Oh
had a
yeah.
great time. I want to thank you for giving and entertaining these guys because being in prison for all them years, they don't get to see that, and to get to see someone that special. And you guys were all great people. I mean, you were role models, and I mean, it was great. It was just a great experience.
Yeah.
And
It was just
the reason
about
why it
doing.
meant so much because it was my last time. So,
No, it was all about doing the good thing. Doing it, looking out for you. Doing. It's all about doing good deeds in this world. You gotta try at
well,
least
you
do one.
definitely did that. Y'all
Right.
definitely did that. So before we close, let the viewers know in closing, what would you say y'all best experience was playing basketball, and what are you going to be doing in the future? And if people want to keep in touch with you, look you up, check you out, How can they go about doing that?
Well, you guys can go on my Instagram, look, search up Tyree Robinson 31, and you'll see my picture. And I'll say my favorite time, my most favorite time I think I played basketball was playing with my guys overseas in Italy at the age of 16, 15 years old with Curtis Cobb, Bruce Brown, Terrence Mann, Brandon Hill, Jordan Scurry, Bonzi Colson.
Bonzi, ha ha.
Like, it was just a lot of guys. Like Coach Vinny, Leo Papil, Brittany Papil, Bonzi Sr. It was that time, like, and that's what made me love basketball and understood, like, we went out there just to, we went out there to show that America had some talent. It wasn't just like the Team USA. It was just like one of the AU programs. And when we was the smallest team out there, and they had kids looking like adults,
Uh-huh.
they're looking like there's like some college teams. We're out there just destroying them, just destroying them. The team that came close to beating us was Russia in the championship game, and we blew them. We blew them out in the fourth quarter. Like that's what made me realize I was like, that's what I want to go do when I get older, play overseas. 'Cause I had people coming up to me, start running up to sign autographs. I won the dunk contest out there. Like it was. That's what made me like drive. I was like, I'm definitely doing this. I don't even want to be in the NBA. Like, I knew what I seen at that. That's what I wanted. I didn't want to be in America. I wanted to be over in the water. Like, I wanted to see different countries. That's being a kid from the projects, from poverty, always in trouble with the courts and going doing this, fighting and all that, gangbanging. Like, and then to go into another country to see how it's a complete opposite, a 360 turn. That I was like, yeah, this is what I need. This is what I have to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so and
That's
after
deep, my
that,
brother. That's deep.
yeah, like it's. And I tell you, like everybody else got their own preference. Like everybody got their own preference, what they want to do, where they want to go. But I told them, mine's. I'm standing 10 toes on it. I'm going over water. I'm gonna be making money over water, and that's what I'm gonna be going next. Like in January, I'll be going to play in Mexico. It's gonna be a good experience. A new team, different part of Mexico. Gonna be on the beach side. So it's definitely going to be an interesting season. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it again. And as I always say, when you're over the waters, it's always going to be business. It can't be. You can have a little bit of pleasure, but 90% is business. 90% business. The 10's pleasure. Like
I hear you. Tyree, again, I want to thank you for coming on my show. It's been a pleasure. I'm sure the viewers are going to get a kick out of listening to your stories and your experiences. Congratulations on your recent wedding.
thank you.
And, again, I want to thank you for coming on my show. And it's been a blast. And we might have to come do this again, part two.
Oh,
I don't know.
definitely. We do the part two. I really can break it fully. I'll break a lot of more stuff down. We can do
Well,
that.
definitely, man. Thank you so much for coming on my show, bro.
My
It
pleasure,
means
man.
a lot.
Thank you, Michael.
Take care and God bless.
All right, God bless you too. You have a good weekend.
You too as well.
Bye.
Folks, that's my man Tyree Robinson. You know, outstanding talent, and he's doing some great things overseas. And y'all need to follow him, check him out, Tyree Robinson. Look him up on Facebook. He's all over the place, and you will be impressed. Anyway, folks, thank you for tuning into the Sports Wade Network, Sports Corner with the Conn Man. Of course, I am your host, the Conn Man. Stay tuned for tonight at 9 o'clock. We got the courtside view, and all we do is talk NBA. Got my boys from Philly, Texas. We're gonna be doing a damn thing around 9 p.m. live. So thank you all for tuning in. Take care. God bless.